Okay, let's see. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I see some people are coming into the chat right now. I'm gonna give people time to come in because on the announcement that I made, it was actually showing that I wouldn't be starting until 2 hours from now, and I'm not exactly sure why it was doing that. So I'm gonna give a few people some time to come in. But hello to everybody. Welcome back for those of you who came on the last time to join us in the Spiritual Singles podcast. So some of you are familiar with this, some of you are not. All right. Hey, what's going on, Blessed? Hey, Sarah. Hey, Major, Bunny, Regina, Michelle. Some of you are familiar with what I'm doing. So, as we're continuing to branch off into this new podcast, I'm going to let you all know what I'm actually doing over here. So, a couple of years ago, I had announced that I was going to be doing a spiritual dating podcast, and I wasn't that hip on the technology just yet, and so I didn't follow through with it. But many of you said that you would be interested in dating like-minded people, so that's what kind of pushed me to go ahead and get started now that I'm getting more familiar with technology. So that's what this particular podcast is all about. It's all about bringing you all on. You can introduce yourselves. I'll send you the link. If you are interested in coming on the show today, email me so we can get this thing flowing. I'm going to send you the link. It's a very simple process. You'll be able to come in, introduce yourself, let us know what you're looking for when it comes to love, and hopefully be able to connect with some like-minded people who are also on the same page. So let me see. Hello to Elisa, Shannon. Hey, Deborah, Savannah, Carlos, Kyle, Armani. It's good to see you all here. So let me see. So yes, I'm just going to ask you some general questions, and you'll be able to come on, chat it up. Let us know what you're looking for, the type of person you would like to date, why you're interested in dating now, where you're from, just the general things. Let's see, Kinetic, Yamashun. Okay, just giving a few more people some time to come in. So let's see. For those of you, I don't know if you all had actually joined my Facebook channel a couple of years ago when I created it. My intentions was to start doing the spiritual dating on Facebook, but the signal was so bad, like I could barely even get a video out there without it just interrupting. So I didn't follow through with that. But if you're on that particular page, I did send an announcement over there too, so that you can join. All right. So shoot me an email if you want to come on now. You can come on live with me and we could talk about what you're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first person because I might be on for about an hour. I don't plan on going for 2-3 hours in this one, but I will be doing this again on Saturday. So if you don't feel like you're quite ready today, I'll be doing it again on Saturday evening. But I'm doing one in the daytime, which depending on how things go, we might just push it to all evening podcast. So we'll just see. Hello to Matt. Hey, Chantilly. Hi, New Day, Lillian, Kaiser, Savannah, Egypsy. Y'all make sure that you hit the like button because people won't know about this podcast unless you all like, and then it'll get out into the algorithm. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to bring Deborah. Deborah has been on before, but Deborah is returning. So I'm going to bring Deborah on. Deborah, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let me see. Deborah, you might have to turn on your volume. You might be muted over there. Okay, I see you from Toronto, Mystical. Okay, New York City, Quantum. Sandra says, hello, I watch you all the time. Love your content. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. So let me see. I have my email going across for those of you who want to join the podcast. All right. So let me see. Deborah, I think you're muted over there. Can you hear me?
Chevy?
Okay, we'll just give Deborah a few minutes. Um, but yes, so I've been wanting to do this, and I think it's very interesting because, as you all know, we have a lot of different avenues that you can go and find love, as far as online dating and different social media apps and things like that. But I felt like there was not enough that catered to the spiritual community for those of you who are awakened. And as you all know, in the spiritual community, wait a minute, y'all. In the spiritual community, as you all know, it's not enough people out here who's like-minded. Okay, so when you go out there, you've awakened, you're on your spiritual journey, you may find that thank you, Amani, thank you for that, I appreciate it. You may find that people are just not on the same page, or they get very intimidated by who you are as a person, who you're becoming. They get intimidated by your spiritual beliefs and things like that. And so when you meet someone who's on the same page, that makes the dating life that much easier. It makes it that much easier to get to know someone when they are also equally
Can you hear
yoked.
me now?
So that's why this podcast has
Can you
been
hear me now?
created, so that y'all can connect with each other. I see somebody is from the Bronx. Deborah, are you able to hear me
I don't
now?
know. I'm having some problems.
Okay, you're still muted.
I can hear
Okay.
you real good.
Well, let me see. Yeah, I do agree, Mystical. It is mostly women that's joining. I think maybe that says something to what's going on as far as who's really ready to connect and who's not. We do have some masculines that join. The first time that I did this particular podcast, we actually had a few. It was several males that joined, but it was late at night. It was very late at night when I did that podcast because I didn't really anticipate doing it. It was kind of sporadic. I was trying to see how I could work the app and everything like that. But so far, it has been mostly women. Hopefully, more of the divine masculine will start joining. Um, because we need them. Okay, we need them as well. So this is so new that the word of mouth has to get out. People have to learn about it. Oh, you said you can hear Deborah? Oh, well, I can't hear Deborah. Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
know
can
what?
hear.
Something here. Uh-oh.
Happening here.
Okay. Now, let me see. Deborah? Okay. I think that was on my end. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. That was on my end. Deborah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, thank you. I apologize for that. I didn't even realize it was
You
my
still can't
side.
hear me?
No, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, so you can. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That was my
So
bad. I
so how's that?
apologize for that. I
Okay,
think
great.
when I plug
Okay, we
up my
got
mic sometimes,
it
yeah.
together.
So, all right, well, let's jump into it then. It's good to see you again, Deborah. So, if you could tell everybody a little bit about yourself as far as where you're calling from, for those people who was not here the last time, where you're calling from, and what you are looking for in a partner.
Well, I'm looking for someone that is on that we're on the same level. I'm looking for a so to speak a partner, a soulmate, a soulmate, someone that we can go on our journey together and utilize our gifts. You know, I'm just
Okay.
looking for whatever the higher power has for me. Whatever the higher power has for me, because that's what I prayed for. I prayed for my twin, and I know what comes with being a twin means. And I'm at the stage in my life where I just basically want to do humanity. And so I am looking for a humanitarian. I'm looking for someone that understands themselves like I understand myself. Something we can share, each other's thoughts, someone compatible.
Yes. Okay, well, I definitely agree with you there. So, your dating experience since awakening, do you feel like you've been able to connect with people that's like-minded just yet?
Uh,
Can you hear me, Deborah? Let me see. Can y'all hear me in the chat right now?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Can y'all type 1111 if you can hear me in the chat? Okay. So Yantel said yes. Okay, so y'all can hear me. I don't know what's going on, Deborah. It seems like I heard everything that you said. Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you right now. It seems like it's doing a lot of buffering.
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on here. But I was asking you, in your dating experience, have you been able to connect with like-minded people since you've awakened?
I may have to re I may have to come back on here on my.
Okay. All right. So Deborah's going to come back on. But yeah, this is the part where, for those of you in the chat, I would like to know, have you been able to connect with anybody who is like-minded since you've awakened? How has that experience been for you? I mean, even if you're not, because I want to just talk to people in general. So if you want to come on and just have some discussions about love and your particular experience, you can also come on for that reason as well. But I want to talk to you all in general. How has it been since you've awakened in the dating, as far as the dating environment, the dating scene for you? So a lot of you said no. Okay. See, Barius is here. He was on last time as well. But yes, a lot of you said no. I have not. I have, but not a divine masculine. Okay. No, I have not been able to connect. Yeah. Are any of you joined to like the dating apps? Have any of you tried other online dating apps to see if there's other spiritually minded people out there? Have you noticed that they're out there, or do they seem like they're far and few between? Rough because I see the foolery before they say hi. Yeah, when you're an empath, you detect it. It's very easy to pick up on that type of energy. Um, so I feel like, from my personal vantage point, like it's kind of a toss up. Okay. When I do a lot of personal readings for you all out there, no dating apps, no online dating, not my cup of tea. Yeah, I agree. Um, haven't trusted apps since 2011. People are overly catfishing. Yeah, not yet. I've been meeting different people, but their intentions have not matched mine. Awakened partners are different than conscious people, different vibe. Okay. Many karmics who prey on us on the dating apps. Yeah, it's true. I mean, because you have to consider when those particular apps came out, um, you had a lot of people who was just really deeply set in their carnal nature. This is before the massive awakening that took place closer to like 2019, 2020. So a lot of these dating apps or online dating, you had a lot of karmics gravitating to those particular sites because they was just looking for the next thrill. It's almost like a drug. Um, you have this thrill today and another thrill tomorrow. So those are a lot of people who have not done the work. They haven't healed, they haven't done the self-reflecting. And so I know that many of you out there, you got to a space where it's like, okay, well, let me turn inward. Let me start purging myself of this carnal nature and karmic connections. And you got a little comfortable and cozy with being in hermit mode. Hey, Sticky Fingers. Okay, you said it's your first time catching me live. Yes, this is the Spiritual Love Dating Podcast, Spiritual Love for Singles Podcast. Okay. Um, Let me see. Shavi, thank you so much for this platform. You're welcome. Yeah, I put this out here for you all. So I'm hoping that y'all will support this because like I was saying, you get really cozy in hermit mode, right? And in hermit mode, it's like, okay, it's comfortable, it's safe. You don't have to worry about connecting with the wrong types of people because you ain't connecting with nobody. So it's a safe space. But there comes a time where on my end, I do a lot of readings for you all. And one of the main questions is, when will I meet my divine partner? When will I meet somebody that's spiritually enlightened, spiritually awakened? And so after hearing that for so long, I'm like, okay, well, I did say I was going to do this a couple of years ago. So let me at least, see what I can do with technology and go ahead and push through with creating this podcast. So I created this for those of you who are seriously ready to connect with like-minded people. Yamoshun says, in and out, completely imbalanced. I'm no mother, but I don't mind guiding those to the light. Okay. And it says, as an awakened feminine, I attract a lot of unhealed men, but I've met some that want to learn. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like not everybody is going to necessarily be spiritual like you, but the question is, are you willing to connect with someone who wants to learn? And I see that she is willing. What is your name? Anadays? Inadays. Okay, Inadays. Do you see images of meeting anyone before Shavi? Do you see images of meeting anyone before Shavi? Okay. I'm not sure what you mean by that question, but yeah, you get comfortable. So I feel like a lot of you are in that space now, but I'm going to keep the podcast up because eventually y'all going to be ready to connect with some folks. And I don't want y'all turning around talking about, well, we just don't have nowhere to, to collaborate. I don't know where to find this type of person and this and that. Well, it's here for you now. Let me see. So, okay. So Deborah, you said I am on my phone now. I think I might have to send you the link again then, Deborah. She's asking, have you seen images of dating anyone? Meeting like your thoughts. I'm not sure what you're saying. Images of dating anyone. So far, I've met dependent women or unintentional towards a fruitful relationship. So Yantel has been meeting dependent, so women that are codependent on his energy here. I just started my ascension. I've been a loner all my life. The solitude is so good. I know I'm not coming out. Okay, the individual above is stating they don't want sexual nor strictly romantic relationships. I've been craving friendship lately, hermit for 5 years. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. As a spiritual being, you're likely going to come on and it's going to be something that you gradually move towards because two spiritual people, you have to feel each other out. It's not, even if I don't care if it's a karmic or if it's someone else who's also awakened, you're not just going to let them into your energy because after you go through doing all of that work, you're very, very specific about who you just welcome into your energy. So yes, you start off with the intention of just getting to know each other. And that's the beautiful thing about connecting with like-minded people who are also on a spiritual journey because they understand that process and they respect it. They value it. Okay. It's a relief. It's a breath of fresh air to know that they don't have to be, what do you call it? they don't have to be fake. They don't have to do all of the surface things. It's all about ego. It's all about proving that you got this or that you can do that. And, the fake, phony conversations, you can bypass all of that when you're connecting to someone who is on the same page spiritually. So let me see. I'm just going to send the link again to Deborah so she can come back on and finish saying what she's looking for in a partner. Let me see. But I would really love to see some new people come on as well, in order to get the flow of this podcast going. So reach out, y'all. So let me see. Deborah. I hope this is the right one. Let me find you again. Hold on, Deborah, because I got a few Deborahs. Okay, so I see Elisa. Elisa, if you want to come on, I'm going to send you the link, and you just press the link to come on, and we can have direct discussions about what you are seeking in a partner. Okay. Let me see. I think Deborah, you might be able to use the same link because for some reason, let me try it again. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, y'all. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes there. So let me see. Send me the link. I just want to connect, not to meet a man right now. I need time to heal. Well, Tamaria, you can come on and we can have discussions about love. But for the most part, I would like for you all to be ready to welcome love into your life. Or if you're just looking for an associate, somebody that you can talk to, and maybe with the intention of dating down the line. So let's see. Love and light. Okay, how you doing, Most High B? To all of the goddesses in here. Come on, we need some divine masculines to come on. What's going on, y'all? I love to see y'all in the chat, but I would love to also see y'all come on so that, the divine feminine can have some hope, keep hope alive out here, It's been real dry, when it comes to being on the spiritual journey as a divine feminine, because and it's no shade to the divine masculine, but I do find that the divine feminine seems to be awakening first. And that makes sense because the divine feminine is highly connected when it comes to the intuition, the spiritual gifts, as well as the abilities to heal. So the divine feminine generally awakens first and sends out that healing energy for the divine masculine, and then they also awaken. But let me see here. Okay, so I have a divine, let me see, I have the thrill. I'm going to go ahead and add you to the stage here. How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Good day, good day. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just well. What's your name?
My real name is Cyril.
Salil?
No, no, Cyril, as in Cyril.
Cyril.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow. Okay, Trinidad. Okay. So let me get your contact information before we move forward. How can someone reach you? Just spell it out for me if necessary.
Do you mean like social media wise, or do you mean like a phone number?
Yeah, no, social media wise.
Okay, I don't really have like a big social, but anyone could contact me at Sur Real on Facebook. Also on YouTube, I am the Chill of the Chase, and I also have a gaming account on YouTube called CDG Skills 369. That's about it.
Okay, so let me see if I want to put it inside of the. Let me type it here. Well, how do you spell it?
So the other YouTube account is CDG
Well, no, for
Capital.
them to contact you, not on YouTube, but like if they want to contact you directly.
Okay, so if anyone wants to contact me directly, they can call me on my phone number at 369-4299. That's all. I don't really have any other social media.
Okay, well, I'll let you put that in the comments then if that's the case, because I'd rather not do the phone numbers on here directly. So, okay, so
No
you're calling
problem.
from Trinidad. So, are you looking for a partner in your region?
Well, to be honest, Chavizian, I've actually been a fan of your readings and the videos you post. A lot of what you speak it resonate with me. Last time I missed the live streaming you were having, so I am just honored and thankful that I got the opportunity to touch base with you on some level, whether it's through a device. I'm just thankful to meet you. I really enjoy and appreciate some of the messages you have given. Personally, I don't mind finding someone, but I'm not really looking for someone. But if someone's compatible comes along, it's not really a problem. But I'm not really looking. But if someone good comes along, yes, it's possible that
Okay,
I may try.
all right. Well, how long have you been on the spiritual path?
Um, I think about 14 years, and that's just what I consciously think. Maybe it could be longer. You know.
Okay, okay. So that's a good amount of time. So since you've awakened, how has your dating experience been?
Um, to be honest, Chavi, not really the best, but I'm not complaining because I have learned a lot in if you want to call it like this journey I've been on. I've learned a lot. I'm kind of
Okay,
thankful for actually now. I used to be kind of worried in the past, but now I'm actually thankful for all the bad or the perceived bad that I thought. I'm actually thankful for all the experience I had in the past. So maybe it wasn't really the best, but it was also learning experiences for me. So I can't even look at it as bad, you know.
okay, all right. So do you have a specific type of partner that you would welcome in the event that someone was interested in being with you?
Um, Honestly speaking, race wouldn't really matter more. It might more be the ways of the person. I'm looking for somebody with certain qualities and traits, and if I see that in a person, you know, I think personally it will be a harder journey for me than maybe other people because what I'm looking for, I don't. It will never be. It could never be nothing perfect. But I want somebody who put in as much effort as me in terms of like I working on myself. I think somebody who is working on their self also will probably be compatible with me. That's what I probably think.
Okay. Do you have a specific spiritual practice that you gravitated towards?
Um, I would say, hmm, well, currently I'm practicing a lot of things, but the one thing that maybe have stuck with me is like positive self-talk, positive like certain positive affirmations that like maybe I don't tell myself, like telling myself, telling myself these positive things, and I would say like in particular gratitude affirmations in particular, because
Okay.
doing that over a period of time, it got me into the state of naturally trying to be thankful. It's not easy, but in my mind, it's a little more. active in terms of like that, being thankful.
So you're more consciously aware of your thoughts, is what you're saying now. You're being more intentional with it.
That's a good way to put it. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So then in terms of your deal breakers, do you have any deal breakers? Anything that you just would not accept in love?
Oh, well, at this point in time, yes. At this point in time, I really won't accept anything toxic, shallow, immature. Um, I really wouldn't like someone around me to be judgmental towards like other people unless they unless at least they're looking at themselves. Maybe the opinion will be more trustworthy. But deal because I could probably tell you what will be benefits. Honesty, honesty will be a big benefit. Um, a level of principle. Um, I guess being a giver and not a taker. I
Okay.
encounter too much takers.
Yes. Okay. So any particular age range you want to stay within?
I wouldn't even call it a age. I would call it a maturity level.
Maturity.
Because
Okay.
sometimes you tend to have younger people who are very mature, right? And people don't expect it, and then they're the usual way would like I expect someone to mature like maybe 40, over 40. But I wouldn't really want to put that age on. I would more put like a maturity level. That's what I would say.
Okay, very good. Okay, so then she could be between like grown, the legal limit, right? At least 21.
Well, while I wouldn't say no to that, I honestly don't think I would find the person that low in age. That's just
Yeah.
from my
Okay.
experience. I more think somebody along the lines of maybe 35 upwards, right? But you don't know. You could never judge people out here. You could find things in places you never even thought. You know?
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure just in case. All right. Well, um, and your surreal. Surreal is how I pronounce your name. Surreal, right? Okay, so
Yes,
this
yes.
is surreal. And so he's definitely looking for someone who is just as spiritual as he is. He's open to dating outside of his region of Trinidad, pretty much anywhere, right? You said you'll find your person wherever they are, or
Well, obviously, I would prefer my own country, but how we live in an age now where social media, anything could really happen. As I said, I'm not really here looking for anyone in particular. I just came on because I really wanted to make contact with you. Maybe
okay.
probably get a guidance from you. Like I don't know if you're able to provide that, but I tell myself that while talking to you, maybe you might be able to provide some guidance towards the future. I don't know. I just wanted to meet you, to be honest.
Well, I
And I'm
mean, it
thankful I
sounds
got the
that you're
opportunity with
already on the right track when it comes to your thoughts. That's where you start, and so because you're being intentional with your thoughts and you're every day you're checking yourself. That's the main thing. Check yourself. If you find that you're slipping into negativity, you want to evaluate, don't just discount it. You want to say, okay, well, I'm having some negative feelings. So let me tap in and see what is this so I can, I talk about burning and releasing a lot, right? So you may just say, okay, I'm having some negative thoughts. I'm having some fears right now. So let me burn and clear whatever this energy is that's holding me back. So you have to do a lot of self-evaluating so that you can move forward in a positive direction. I think you're frozen over there, Surreal. But that's the main thing that I would suggest to you is to really just stay on
it.
top of
Now
your
come
thoughts
back.
as you've been doing. Okay, I see you there. Now you're back in. So yeah, just stay on
Um,
top of your thoughts and be very intentional with that as you've been doing because you're already on the right track. That's where you begin.
okay, wait, Shavi, I apologize. I know, I'm hearing you again. I don't know if did I miss anything before? I'm just
Oh,
asking.
well, I was just talking about your thoughts. You were saying, what type of advice could I give you moving forward? And I was just saying,
Right.
you had already mentioned that you're on the pathway of being very intentional with the way that you think. And that's what I would suggest to anybody is to start with the mind, start with how you're thinking. And if you have negative thoughts for whatever reason, don't just discount it. Don't, shun it. You want to evaluate
Mm.
it, put it on paper and burn it. If it's something
Yeah,
that's holding
okay,
you
okay.
back, fears that you don't have enough, fears that things are not moving forward fast enough, fear that you're not creative enough or you're not intelligent enough, whatever comes through, If it's anything that can hold you back, you got to clear it. And then you want to put the opposite energy. If you like to light candles, what's your zodiac sign? That's what I didn't ask you.
Oh, I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. Okay. All right. So y'all are pretty skilled in communication, So when it comes to speaking what you want into existence, you have a strong ability to do that, because even the magician and the tarot cards is Gemini energy. So you have a strong ability to manifest through your words, through your intentions. So just stay on top of doing that, and you're going to see change happen. Just be very consistent with it. That's what I'm seeing here for you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, then. Well, I'm glad you reached out, Sur Real. And again, you can leave your information in the comments if you choose. So as far as your phone number, because I don't want to put the phone number up here directly.
Okay.
All right. It was great meeting you, Sur Real.
Could I ask you one more thing?
Okay, sure.
What is your current inspiration and motivation for doing this, or is it something that came about years ago? If you don't mind, I ask.
I can say I've always been the type of person that was about righteousness and what's just, right? So I have a strong, what you call righteous indignation. I want to see things unfold the way that my ancestors should have experienced it. I want to see things unfold in a way that myself and my offspring deserve to experience life. So when I started doing my spiritual work, the Most High and my spiritual team started showing me a lot of like filthy things that was happening behind the curtain of this matrix. And once I started getting a glimpse of that, I knew what my purpose was, without a shadow of a doubt, was to first expose, but to also give people the tools to tap in and see, okay, what's your own cesspool look like? You see what I'm saying? What's your skeletons that need to be cleared out? Because you got the powers that were in their skeletons, right? This whole system. But then you also have us as individuals, like we have work to do on ourselves. And so when I started to see like, okay, once you clean up, you're on the right vibration to manifest what you desire, then okay, my purpose deals with showing people, how can you clean yourself up? What do you need to clean up? Because some people are not consciously aware of what they need to get rid of, because society has been telling you for so long that this is the right path. This is the truth. They've been feeding illusions to people. So I knew that my purpose was to debunk the illusions, to expose the illusions, and to help people to see the truth. So I'm very passionate about just giving people what's behind the curtain through my own spiritual gifts. But everybody has their own gifts. So I really want to see people uncover their own gifts so that you can add to, pulling back the curtain and putting the pieces to the puzzle together. Because you got a piece, somebody, everybody in the chat has a piece, but it's just a matter of learning your own gifts and what you're supposed to add to the collective body of the chosen. And once we all do that, then the whole system changes. Everything changes. So I'm just all about change and what's righteous, what's just. And so even when it comes down to this platform right here, I'm tired of karmic love. I'm tired of seeing karmic love. I'm tired of everything promoting karmic love. So we got to bring some divine unions together too. So I'm just all about balancing of scales. I'm not a Libra, but you would think I was a Libra. I'm actually opposite of Libra. I'm Aries. But that's what it's all about.
Okay. Yes. I have one more thing to bring up, if it's okay. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday, right? And to me, this person is also like an enlightened being, right? But we reach in a conversation, we reached a standpoint where he was like, "You need to be more stoic," and because I was telling the person that I trying to help people out here, because I am just thankful for it's like this. The person who I am today, even though I did a lot of the work, it wouldn't have been possible if people, situations, and things, those things were placed there then. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, like, I didn't do it all alone.
Okay.
I did the work, I did the research into certain things, but other people basically helped me to reach where I am, right? So the way I feel, I feel as if I am the things I'm able to see in my mind. As I said, I'm a Gemini. We could communicate. I agree that that communication is like a big asset of mine, right? And I think that is my way to help the world. Something similar to what you do, but obviously, as you were saying, everybody has their own way in particular. They will do something, right? I don't necessarily want to be like on YouTube, like talking like how you are doing. I am a person. I actually do music, right?
Mhm.
So my way of helping the world would have been, what would have been, is through music or maybe communicating, maybe even talking like this. But this is not like my main. This is not my main focus or anything. But more like writing and communication through music, right? So the person, they were telling me that you need to be more stoic and you don't you do you really want that? Yeah, they were asking me, do you really want that? Because if it is you're barely being a stoic person, you will more focus on yourself. It's like this. It's like the world already going, the whole world already happening. So you don't really have to add anything to that. And I was like, no, like it's like a fight. I don't know. It's like a fight because I'm trying to be balanced, right? But I also want to help. I don't know
Okay.
if you understand what.
Well, the thing is, the person that you was talking to, they may not be chosen to be a part of the greater whole or to help the greater whole. You see what I'm saying? So if you're looking at, they're telling you from their own personal perspective, they didn't receive the call. So you can't really listen to what everybody else has to say. You got to go with what do you feel guided to do. And if you feel okay through your music, you are guided to uplift and to awaken people, then that's why hermit mode is so important. And discernment of who's really for you versus who's just, kind of use subtle cues to lead you astray. You got to use your discernment to know who's
Okay.
who's for you and who's not. Not saying that that person had negative intentions, but it could be
Right.
that they just don't understand your journey. So you can't
Right.
talk with everybody about what's going on, and that's why you got your spiritual team. And I know it gets lonely out here because you want to be able to talk to somebody about what you're experiencing, but once you find that that person is in opposition to what you know to be true, then it's like, okay, you can only talk to them about certain things. So your path is your path. So it sounds like you stand strong in your convictions, right?
Yes, I would like to think so. Yeah.
Okay, so as long as other people can't deter you from what you know to be true, then just keep going down your journey. And maybe one day that person might discover, hey, I'm chosen to do something great too. You would definitely regret it if that person decided to take leaps and bounds to go and do what they was called to do. Now they're helping humanity while you sitting back. Oh, but you told me it was all about self. No, you got to do what you got to do. So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm glad you reached out then, Cyril. And definitely
No
sending
problem.
good energy and good vibes on your, down the line on your purpose. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close out here. I'm going to bring Deborah back on, but it was good talking to you.
Just one more minute. I'm not gonna take up
No,
much
no,
more
no,
time.
you
Just want to tell you.
can
No, no. I just want to tell you one thing. I mentioned you in a song. One of my songs that I written. I just want to tell you this. I kind of it have I have a rhyme scheme basically rhyming with Chavez in. So I end up basically your part. I beg you up for your even though you don't do much singing. I just want to tell you, even with your messages and with the song you do about never giving up, the words you use are very witty. So I just want to tell you, you also have good communication skills. Even though you're not a Gemini, you have good communication skills. And thank you
thank
for
you.
all you do, right?
Okay, I
You're welcome.
appreciate that. Send me the link to the song. I'll check it out.
No, I haven't released it as yet. I'm writing it.
Okay,
I'm
so
writing
when
it.
you do, just email me. Okay.
No problem with that. Thanks for
All
the
right.
time. All right.
Take care. All right. Let's see. So Deborah. Okay. Hey, Deborah.
Hey, I fought through it.
Yes, it
I
took a while to get you back on. I did send the link. Sur Real, go ahead and you got to close out over there because it's still showing up on this end. Okay, there it is. All right, Deborah. So now we're finally back on. So I think we stopped where you were talking about your spiritual dating experience. I think, and plus the camera looks a lot better over there too. I can see you much more clearly from your phone now. So this is good.
great, great, great. Yeah, my experience, my journey has been long. I'm in my 60s and I have journeyed a long, long time. I have gotten married, had children, and since met my soulmate, whom has passed away.
Oh, okay.
You know, and now I'm at the stage of my life, whereas the Holy Spirit has guided me and told me when I get in my 60s that something special will come. And so since then, I have been utilizing my energy in meditating, and the Holy Spirit has got my attention and gave me assignments. So I have many assignments, and my concern was how I'm going to get all of this done. And it was said that I will have my twin flame, and we will work together on assignments. Although we both have our own individual gifts and our own journey, even when we connect, but we will both serve to the better humanity. And so I have so many projects. I'm also working with autism, children with autism. I'm an aide. Okay. And I'm an aide to my granddaughter. And her mother is doing a channel for her and herself, you know, helping those that have children with autism and adults that have autism, because my granddaughter, she's 19 years old, and she's preparing to go to college to further her education so that she can utilize her artistic gifts. And so I have that project. I have so many projects, and then I have my own, you know, that I counsel people, showing them how they can heal themselves. You know, I was also told that I was a healer and didn't know I was a healer, but I always, all my life, always been with people that wanted to share whatever was going on with them, and I always give them very good advice, whether I was working in the workplace, dealing with my clients, you know, working in my nursing, because I was a nurse aide, and I worked in nursing homes and the adult daycare centers. And so I did many things down through the years. And so now in my retirement phase, you know, I've been blessed to tap into, you know, all my gifts. You know, I have a lot of gifts. And also my ancestors, they have been, you know, guiding me. They're my, you know, I have Pacific guides and stuff. So I'm on this journey, but I was told that I will be able to journey with someone that will be fulfilling, and we both have a task to do for humanity. Okay. So I am waiting for my twin, you know, and so I'm not really searching, because I believe in the higher power as to what it said. So I'm more or less just observing other twin flames. As I said, my daughter, she met her twin flame. Yes. And it's amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see. So I am looking for it myself in that.
Okay. I mean, this is the first step to at least, you know, putting the energy out there into the universe that you're open to someone who's like-minded. That way people know where to find you. Because one thing that I have gotten from some people is like, okay, I want love, but I don't really leave the house like that to really connect with someone who, you know, is my person. So that's the thing about being on a spiritual journey, going into hermit mode. You don't really desire to be amongst large groups of people, especially as an empath, because you're picking up on so many different energies. So this is just another way to be able to put yourself out there and let people know, like, hey, I'm here. And, you know, you never know. Your divine masculine could be watching today, or he might pick up on this video a year from now. You know, but however it goes, you're still putting the energy out there to show that you're welcoming love here. So that's a beautiful thing, Deborah. And did you mention, I don't think you mentioned this time, where are you located again? Did you say New Jersey?
Yes, I'm located in New Jersey.
And your zodiac sign again?
My zodiac sign is a Leo. I'm a fixed sign. You know, I have the sun and the moon in my chart at the same time.
Okay.
And Aquarius is my is in my chart as well as Libra. So, you know, I have, like I said, I have, you know, many talents. You know, I'm multi-talented. And it's kind of hard for me because I'm a baby boomer and this technology is really, really something else. And my children, they're determined for me to learn on my own.
Oh, wow.
So I'm struggling through it.
Okay. So they say they're going to throw you out there and you just got to swim, huh?
Yes. And, you know, and I thank you for sharing my YouTube channel, and I'm going to do the same with you. You know, we all have to support one another. You know, we always have to support one another. So, but for the young people, my advice to them is to really tap into your gifts and utilize your gifts. You know, do your 2 assignments. The first assignment, I always say, is dealing with your inner being. You know, get to know you. You know, and then your second assignment and duty is to tap into your gifts and utilize your gifts and help to uplift humanity. You know, and because, and I feel that melanated people, you know, we don't get what we should get, and we have it. We are rich people, and it's a lot going on in today's world. You know, it's like we want to be erased. And so I want to reach all the young people, especially melanated people that does art, that paints and things like that, to get them recognized, because you could do spiritual art and it can heal people. And I'm all about healing. I'm a sage. I'm about healing. So I thank you, Chevy, for allowing me to come on your platform. You know, any way I can support, I will support.
Yes, it's very good seeing you again, Deborah. You got a beautiful spirit, and I did go check out your channel, and I saw some of your artwork is very unique and creative, and I could see where the spiritual aspect comes in at, because you was drawing lions, and I saw a couple of the different things that you was doing. So I noticed, like, you know, that brings out that lioness or that lion energy that's within you when you're bringing it forward from your mind's eye on paper. So I can see where all of that is beneficial on a spiritual journey. So it's powerful, and I'm glad that you reached out, and I'm rooting for you as far as finding your twin flame, because I know he's out there somewhere. Okay, you deserve love because you've been putting in the work and you have a beautiful energy. So y'all check out Deborah. I did post her in the community link where y'all can go and check out her channel if you want to see what type of spiritual work that she's doing. And as far as your daughter, she's doing work with the autistic children. What is her YouTube channel?
Well, she hasn't gotten it together yet. She's going to put together something with her daughter and something for herself separate, literally helping those young mothers out there that have autistic children, and they need, you know, guidance in how to tap into a lot of things, especially their children gifts, because people with autism, they have gifts, you know, and they be overlooked, especially melanated people. I hate to say it, but it is the truth, and I have to speak truth here. And so she wants to get it in and do that. And as soon as I get all the information together, I would definitely contact you, and I would have her contact you too, because she watches you too. She loves what you put out, Chevy. So
all right, that's beautiful. Well, thank you. Shout out to your daughter as well. All right, Deborah, well, it was great talking to you. I'm going to go ahead and bring on the next person, but I'll definitely keep in touch with you and check out your channel as you post.
Okay, thank you so very much.
All right. So now, let me see here. I have Two Wheel. Let me see. I got to find out the name here. How you doing? Two Wheel Therapy is what I have you down here. What's your name?
Yep. John.
John. Okay, John, it's good to see you. So now we finally got another masculine on. So y'all over there in the chat talking about we ain't got no masculines out here. We got some masculines out here. So John, before we push forward, I do want to know, I want to put your information in the banner. Do you have a contact, whether it's, you know, social media, email, whatever?
My social media is YouTube, Two Wheel Therapy on YouTube.
Okay.
That's why I put
Okay.
the Two Wheel Therapy there.
Okay.
My
Okay.
email is my name, johngray320 @gmail.com.
And that's Gray, Gray.
Yeah,
Okay, at gmail.com. Okay, so if you want to contact him, you can also use his email as well. So, all right, John. So, where you calling from?
Georgia.
Okay,
I'm
John is
calling
calling
from
from
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, so John, how long have you been on the spiritual journey?
Knowingly, probably since about 2020, 2021. Unknowingly, since I was a child.
Yes,
The reason I say that because of little synchronicities that happened, little things that I did as a child that now that I'm on my journey, I'm looking back like, you know, that 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 has meaning. What I done, it was not for nothing. It had meaning. Even though I didn't know it at that time, but it had meaning.
yes. So, looking back in hindsight, you see all of the spiritual encounters and the spiritual things that you might have already known, but maybe forgot or pushed to the side because of conditioning and things like that. So,
Well, and I
yes,
just didn't come from a spiritually aware family. So things that I was experiencing, there was no one to tell me, hey, this is supernatural. Even growing up, we went to church on Easter. So, it was not there, the knowledge wasn't there. But I just want to give you an example because I'm gonna post a video soon about that on my channel. It was a rock, a large boulder in the woods behind our house. And for some reason, I would just pull to that rock and I would go to that rock and take a nap in the woods as a little small child. And I never thought about it, back then, but that was a curious thing to do for a kid. You know what I mean?
yes,
So it's like little journeys like that. And you don't know what life experience is gonna hold, but I've been to the pyramids of Egypt, so it's like so many little things that it ties back to my spiritual journey that I'm on now. I have reference because of the life experiences that I've had. I have reference that as I see things, spiritually, I can tie myself physically to that place or thing because I was there or I had that experience. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? So it's really been awakening for me on my journey. It's really been awakening.
So right now you have a YouTube channel where you're speaking about your spiritual experience. Do you feel like your journey deals with doing spiritual work, like your purpose?
It's it is, and my channel is not labeled as a spiritual journey because
Mhm.
I didn't know how to get that going that way. But I throw nuggets. I like if you watch my channel, you're gonna find nuggets. I like to put out a lot of stories because when I get the spiritual downloads, you know, the way that the story come out to me, the way it expresses through me is what is almost like a parable or something. You have to be listening to the story. The message is in there, but it's gonna come out as a parable. And I have instances on there where I'm always telling you to just stop and take that breath, breathe. And I got some stories on there. It's all about learning the spiritual laws, the seven spiritual laws, or some people may say the seven hermetic principles. So that's what my journey is about because we have a unique thing going on here in the United States, right? The way our education system was even set up is to have us believe in theories over over physical, tangible proofs. So
Mhm.
my journey led me back in time beyond this 6,000 year that everybody deal with. You know, this common year history that we're in. So my journey always takes me back further in time to look at, you know, how man alchemized things before this period,
Yes.
you know, to get the real essence of what, and not just the sages, but just what um the actual the actual prophets were telling us. Neither the prophets, Yahshua, Buddha, uh, any of them, they all said serve God. None of them said serve them.
Right.
They all say the same thing: serve God. And how do you serve God? You got to get away from man. The 7 hermetic principles, 7 universal principles are there. That's how you serve God.
Okay. So that's your spiritual, like, do you have a traditional practice, or are you just more so just open to learning in general?
I'm open to learning, but my practice is using breathing. You have to know the principles. If you learn the principles, that's your teaching right there, because with those principles, you can start seeing how they apply in life. If you learn those 7 principles, you'll see how they apply in life, and you'll be able to just look at something. I'm gonna slow myself down because I'm gonna get excited and I'm gonna run off. You're not gonna be able to hear what I'm saying, so I'm gonna slow myself down. But you
Mhm.
can actually just take those. If you just take those principles and just start off with just consciousness, you know, and
Mhm.
all consciousness is going into thought. You know, just
That's
quieting your mind, yeah, and going into thought, and just and breathing, and just concentrate concentrating on your breathing. That
yeah.
and the hermetic principles, well, that's a great start. You know, because
Oh,
everybody's journey is going to have this final destination, right? But that's a great start, and that will put you in line with God and with what God is asking of us. You know,
yes, I agree. So then if someone asked you, well, what do you practice? Then you don't necessarily have a name for it. You're just, because you're not a Buddhist, you're not,
no,
right? I'm just trying to see. Okay, so no, you're just on a spiritual path. So then, okay,
yeah.
let's try to redirect it a little bit back towards what you're looking for then. So you've been on the spiritual journey, at least consciously aware, since 2020. So who would you welcome into
Mhm.
your energy? What type of partner would you welcome?
What I just described as myself,
Okay.
that's what I would
Oh,
accept.
all
That's
right. So
why,
somebody,
I put that energy out there first so that I could get that matching energy back.
that's right. Okay, so y'all would definitely have you had to listen to what John was saying in order to know the type of partner that he's looking for. But obviously very spiritual. He has a lot of knowledge. He's done a lot of research. And he's all about connecting to the Most High directly, not necessarily
Yeah.
through theory, but he's looking into, ancient texts and, ancient civilizations dating back
Mhm.
prior to 6,000 years. He's tapping in a lot here.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
also, do you have any deal breakers then?
Um, Someone that's just wholeheartedly tied to religion, because most of us, we get our start from religion. So I'm not against religion, but you can't be so tied to it, because you got to understand religion is man-made. So
Mhm.
that's cool. We are man. So if you learn from man, oh wow, great. But don't be so tied to it that you can't get beyond what man has said. Because this is God's planet. This planet don't belong to no man.
All right. Okay, so deal breaker is too strongly tied to religion and not open to learning beyond that. So
Right.
you're in Georgia. Are you open to, dating outside of Georgia?
Yeah. Maybe like within 8 hours. So I know within 8 hours of where I am going west would put me in Dallas. So probably anywhere between from 8 hours, and the furthest you can go 8 hours is west or north of me. Other than
Okay.
that, you're going to hit water. So either, I guess that would be what, the Virginia area or the Dallas area. The reason I say that, I'm not against flying, but I'm a person that enjoy the journey. So I would much rather um, ride the bike or drive there so I can enjoy the journey
Okay.
versus getting on a flight.
Okay. So anything that's realistic in terms of traveling on the road is you're open
Yeah.
to. Okay. And then any age range that you're looking for.
Yeah. I am 56, but I am young at heart. So anywhere between maybe early 40s to 60.
Okay. Early 40s to 60 or 60s.
60, 60, 60.
Okay. Early 40s to 60. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. So lastly, what's your zodiac sign?
Taurus.
Taurus. Okay. So John is a Taurus calling from Georgia. He is he's open to women from 30. Wait a minute. Did you say 35?
No, I said 40.
40.
40 to
Okay.
60. That's
40
okay.
to 60. Okay. And he's highly spiritual. He is on a spiritual path. He's been awakened, consciously awakened since 2020. But he's looking for someone who is in alignment with him spiritually, at least open to learning new things, not too strongly submerged in religion. And he's a Taurus. So if
Yeah.
someone wants to contact him, you can contact him through this email right here. But then you also, let me take this down because you also had
I have a
yeah,
YouTube
there it is.
page.
So Two Wheel Therapy is his YouTube
Yeah.
channel. If you want to go and check him out and see, how his
And
mind works. Mhm.
and before they even contact me, I would much rather them see that page first because um if I had to describe myself as a or my archetype, it would be more the warrior and the
Okay.
magician. So if you understand those two principles, then we'll be great. But so you need to check out my channel because there's going to be warrior energy there and wizard energy there. So check
Okay.
that out before you like try to talk to me. That way you'll know the type of person I am by looking at that because I am who I am.
That's
I
right.
don't hide. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel that 100%. Well, I'm glad you reached out, John. It was great connecting with you here. And if your person is out there, she will most certainly find you. She knows where to find you and sending you positive energy and vibes when it comes to your spiritual work and your purpose and adding your piece to the greater whole here.
Thank you. Thank you. And the same to you. And I do. You are one of my guides. I listen um to your wisdom when it comes through. And I want to let you know that I am so grateful for your words.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, John. Well, you take good care of yourself then.
All right, you too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. So that's nice. I like that. So John is a very, very beautiful soul as well. Strong divine masculine presence, lots of knowledge and wisdom. So you'd have a lot of great conversations with him if you're on a spiritual journey and you want to learn new things for sure. So I don't know. I think that could be it here. We've already gone past an hour. Um, if you wanted to get on, you didn't email me to let me know. So y'all are going to have to catch me again on Saturday. We'll do this again. I saw a few of you said you want to join on Saturday evening. So that'll be around 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Now, the crazy thing is that when I do post the times in advance, it's giving y'all all types of crazy hours. Like I literally had to go back in and readjust the hours like 3 times because it kept changing my times. I don't know why it's doing that by itself. It's kind of weird, but it's going to be about 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're on Eastern, you're an hour ahead of me. As far as other time zones, I can't tell you a whole lot about how it works, but Central Standard Time for me right now in my region is 1 o'clock, exactly 1:01. Okay. So it'll be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday. If you want to join, just send me the email in advance and I'll at least have you in queue. And be prepared to come on and let your divine masculine or divine feminine know what you are looking for so that they can know where you're at. People got to find you, hermits, okay? Because most of y'all are in hermit mode. I know this. Oh, you emailed me last night, Tony? Wait a minute. I feel like, I thought you said you didn't want to come on until Saturday. Do you want to come on now? Because if you do, just shoot me. Let me see. Do you want to come on now or do you want to come on Saturday? It's up to you. You emailed me too. Where's all the emails at? Tamara said you emailed me. Oh, just now? Oh, okay. Let me send you the link. We're going to bring Tamara on. And Tony, if you want to come on, send me another email and we'll do the two, Tamara and Tony, and then we'll close out until the next one. Okay. So let me see. Tamara, I'm sending you the link. You might want to go and check your email though, because I feel like I did send you the link. This looks familiar. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sending it to you tomorrow. Check your email. And as far as Tony is concerned, let me see. Oh, Tony, you want to come on Saturday? Okay. All right. So we'll see if Tamara is able to join in, and then we'll close out after Tamara. Just Two said, if you feel your twin inside your vessel talking to you through telepathy or body language, now you are in a real twin connection. I mean, I could definitely see where it would start in the spiritual realm first, where it would start in the spiritual realm first. The royal elect. Can I join again today? When did you join? Did you join? Because let me see. When did you join? Yeah, I can definitely see where it would start in the spiritual realm first, because it's first spiritual before it's a physical connection. You're talking about twin flame, divine unions. You would likely feel that person getting into alignment with the frequency for y'all to come together, because it's a magnetic pull that brings you together eventually. So the only way that you can be attracted to each other or drawn to each other is when you feel guided. So let's just say you get that intuitive nudge to go to the grocery store, but you really don't need nothing, but for whatever reason, you just need to go to the grocery store. And that person gets that intuitive nudge. Okay, they could go tomorrow to pick up that loaf of bread, but today they just feel called to do it like right now. It could be that pull that says, okay, we need to meet. It's time for us to come together, because generally you're not going to meet your person until both of you have done a lot of spiritual work on yourselves, right? That's the only way that you'll come together, and it's considered a divine union, is if both of you are operating in your own divinity. So that means that in your solitude, you've done a lot of work to heal. You've evolved a significant amount, and a lot of the times you're already functioning in your purpose in some way, shape, or form. Now, if you meet somebody who is in karmic energy, you'll know the difference. That's the thing. You'll know the difference. Sometimes you can meet your person prematurely, but somehow y'all got to be on the same frequency in order to attract one another. So prematurely meaning they still got a little bit of karmic energy going on. You still got some karmic energy, but it may not look the exact same, but the energy in the spiritual realm could look the same. So let's just say they have a codependency on cigarettes, but you got a codependency on emotional connections. Both of y'all are dealing with codependencies, but it just looks different in the 3D, but in the other realms, it looks the same. So then it's like, okay, y'all are not quite ready for each other 100% because you still got to heal from emotional codependencies and they might have to heal from addictive patterns. So the union would likely not come together because the whole objective is that, you know, you come together to uplift one another and to rise into your purpose together, not to bring negative energy that could ultimately self-sabotage the relationship. So let me see. I don't see you. Tamara, did you go and check out the link? I don't know. It's not working. I checked spam and everything. Let me see, because you got a lot of letters and stuff in your email. Let me just double check and see if maybe I didn't type it in properly. Okay, you have a different email. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I just sent it again. Now, let's see. Okay, I see Elisa. Elisa wants to join. She came on, I think you was on a very first one that I did. That might have been the late night love podcast. That was my very first one where I did not announce it to you all. So if y'all want to go back and check out the singles who have been on so far, go back and watch the lives that I've done already. But yeah, I'll go ahead and send you the link, Elisa, so that you can introduce yourself to those who have not seen you yet. So let's see. Okay, so all right, I see someone has popped up here. So let's see. This is Tamara. I'm bringing Tamara to the stage.
Oh,
dog is in the camera. Let me see.
Yeah, she's always like that.
How you doing, Tamara?
I'm good, and it's actually Tamaria. I don't mean to be rude.
Oh, Tamaria. Oh, let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize for that. All right,
It's
so
okay.
let me see. Before we get started, I do want to add your information to the banner where people can locate you. So what information do you have to put up here? Is it an email or?
You can just find my Instagram officially _Tamaria.
Oh, officially
_ and then my name.
Okay. All right, so y'all can find her on Instagram, officially _Tamaria. Okay, so hopefully that's done correctly. All right, so where you calling from, Tamaria?
North Carolina, near Raleigh. Come here.
Okay. All right, so North Carolina, is it is oh there it is. Okay, is that correct as far as your contact information?
Yes.
Okay. So calling from North Carolina, what's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay. So how long have you been on a spiritual journey?
Since I was 21 when I first started going to college.
Okay. So 21 in college, was it someone in college that kind of introduced you to spirituality?
I went to Metaphysical Shop in Durham, and they were so nice, and they got me interested into it, and that was my first time going, so I figured I'll just that's what made me want to start my journey, was that little metaphysical shop.
Okay, cool. So how long has it been then? That was at
Um,
21.
yes, I'm 28 now, so it's been like maybe like a few years now.
Yeah, that's a good amount of time. Okay, so
Mhm.
what type of partner are you welcoming into your life then?
Just someone that's not toxic, somebody that's going to help me grow and I can help them grow.
Okay, so you want them to be on a spiritual journey, or are you open to those who are more religiously inclined, you know?
Definitely on a spiritual journey.
Okay. So then do you have anything where you're like it's an absolute no? Any deal breakers for you?
Someone who don't like dogs, and someone because I have a dog, obviously, and
Okay.
somebody that just somebody that doesn't know how to communicate really.
Okay.
So I'm
You
all
have
about
a dog, you
communication.
just have one dog right now?
Hmm.
Okay. So deal breakers, someone that doesn't like dogs and someone that has a hard time with communication skills. That's what you said?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So how has your dating life been since you've been on a spiritual journey? How has that experience been for you?
It's been empty because I haven't met nobody that's like positive, and I know I need to heal some stuff too. That's why I'd rather just find people who are acquaintances right now, because I need to heal some stuff first. I just got out something really crazy, and I need to make sure I'm good on that end before I go with anybody else right now. So I just want to find some acquaintances really, because it's
Okay.
hard
So
to find in this area.
how long has it been since you've been in your last connection then?
Um, I stopped talking to them like last year, so it's been like a while.
Okay, so that's a good amount of time. So you just been focused on just doing the spiritual work to get yourself back in alignment.
Yes.
That's good. Okay, so then as far as spiritual practices, do you have anything like do you put a name on it? Like I practice this specifically?
Not really. I do work with ancestral work a lot, and I pray, and I just do herbal stuff too. I
Okay.
work with herbs and stuff in that nature, so that's what I do.
Okay, nice. And you said you're a Scorpio, right?
Yes.
All right. So let me see. What about the age range?
Well, I'm 28, so I would say somebody 26 to 30.
Oh, okay. So you stand right there. You like, I'm not going too far out, at all. So
Uh,
about 4 years. Okay, I see. Okay, so
mhm.
someone that's definitely closer to her age, 26 to 40. And then in terms of region, are you open to dating anyone outside of you said Georgia? Did you say Georgia?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay, North Carolina.
I guess for me, I guess I have no choice because ain't nobody up here, so
Oh,
I have to.
so you don't see too many spiritual people in North Carolina?
Not in this part, no. It's very
Okay.
much, evangelical up here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What do they call it? Like the Bible Belt? I think they say that a lot in
Mhm.
South Carolina. Okay, so yeah, so mostly religious people around you. So do you stand out like a sore thumb out there?
Yes, definitely.
Would you say that you are you open about your spiritual practices?
Kind of, but I kind of don't. I just don't go up and tell people. I just kind of keep it to myself unless they ask.
Okay, okay. And are you doing spiritual work like for others right now?
No, not really. Just myself because I can't really be there for others if myself ain't right. So.
That's right. Okay. All right then. Well, you got a beautiful energy, and she's honest about the fact that she's open to a connection, but not necessarily running into anything too fast because she's still in a process of healing herself. So maybe more like a friendship, someone that you can vibe with a little bit, and then if things happen to progress further, that's
Hmm.
that's where you stand right now.
Hmm.
Okay then. Well, this is Tamaria, y'all, and you can reach her at her Instagram right here, officially Tamaria. She's looking for, well, she's open to someone who's between the ages of 26 and 30 from North Carolina, spiritual practices, pretty much spiritual. She works with her ancestors, prays, but nothing, and her deal breakers are someone that does not like dogs and who is not a good communicator. She's a
Hmm.
Scorpio. So that's what we have here. Okay, anything else you wanted to add before we go?
No, just that. Thank you for your videos. They really helped me a lot just by listening to them and just going deep on my spiritual path.
You're very welcome. I'm glad that you joined. and I send you positive vibes moving forward.
Thank you.
All right, then. Take care, Tamaria.
Bye.
All right, then. So let's see. That was Tamaria, y'all. Very nice energy. What is Lisa? Lisa said, jabbed or not jabbed? You know what? I know you're serious. I've actually had someone else came on and said that was the deal breaker. If you got the jab, they was like, that's their no-go right there. So let me see. All right. So now we have Elisa here. I'm going to add Elisa. Elisa, are you ready? Okay. So let me see. All right. Elisa, can you hear me pretty well? I think your microphone is muted.
There we go.
Okay. How you doing, Elisa?
I'm good. Good.
That's good. Let me add your information first before we move ahead here. So how can someone reach you?
Okay, I have my email and I have my Facebook. So I'm gonna give that to you.
Which one do you prefer?
My Eliza Moon. It's a little bit more, a little bit more private.
So that's the Facebook?
Yeah, I gave my email and my Facebook profile.
Okay, let me see. Which one do you want me to put up on screen here?
You could put the email.
Okay, so ELIZA. Moon.
Vision.
Okay.
At Gmail.
Okay. All right. All right. So where you calling from? You Eliza came on. I always call you Eliza for some reason. I've been saying your name wrong all this time.
It is Elisa, but for some reason I just started saying Eliza because it was like
okay.
Something that I just started with my business. So
okay. So okay, so which one you want me to call you, Eliza or Eliza?
Elisa.
Okay, so Eliza, tell us where you're calling from.
So I'm from Louisiana, but I'm in Texas right now.
Okay, so Eliza's in Texas from Louisiana. So what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer sun with a Leo rising and a Pisces moon.
Okay, so Cancer sun for Eliza. So what are you, how long have you been on a spiritual journey, first of all?
Well, I honestly been on a spiritual journey since I was young. I always knew there was like more to God, like with Christianity, but I literally started like seeking more into like different, like into like astrology and tarot and stuff more. So like, I would say about like 8 or 9, 10 years, I would say ago.
Okay.
Where it felt more real, it felt more me than Christianity. So
okay, so almost 10 years. So that's a good amount of time. And your dating experience has been, how has that been since you've awakened 10 years ago?
Honestly, even before that, like I always was very protective of my energy. I don't like to really share, like, especially right now when I'm trying to manifest, I don't really want to like try to like give myself to somebody that's not right, especially in this time. Like you said before, like once you done all the work, like you don't want to try to like go, get into some old dirt and filth with somebody, and then you got to re-clean all over again. So yeah.
Okay.
It's like I just don't want to have to, because spiritual journey is not really an easy journey. It's not, I'm gonna say it can be easy, but at the same time it's not, if that makes sense. So
well, when it comes to love, it's not the easiest when you're talking about merging your journey with somebody else. But yeah,
exactly.
I can definitely see what you're saying as far as just independently. It doesn't have to be that difficult. If you can eliminate all the karmic energy, then it could definitely be a lot easier. So then as far as like what you are welcoming into your life, what type of person would you welcome?
for sure, like you said earlier, like I know for sure I would not want somebody that did get the, you know, the jab.
Okay.
Also someone that's still stuck in Christianity, that's like not open to more than just being stuck in a box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I never was the type to be stuck in a box. I always like to be different from everybody. And that's, you know, also a part of being a chosen. Like, we're always set aside. And sometimes I think like we're a little bit much more. I know they say that we're like the black sheep, but I feel like we're much. Sometimes being a black sheep is, sometimes even that is not really some of us. You get what I'm saying? Because some of us be like put all away, you know. But what I'm trying to say is somebody that's not serious about this journey, because right now is not time to play games or anything right now. And
Yes.
somebody that's all about themselves, I don't want that. Somebody that doesn't like kids, because you're starting to see a lot of that type of energy that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Just, you know, it's just toxic energy. I just don't know. And especially somebody that does not like children. That is my pet peeve, because like I said, that is one of my callings right now. Like, I'm being guided to work with children.
Okay.
Extremely, for some reason, like children just been on my mind, like, just, you know, after like I've been binge watching your videos after been dealing with a lot lately. So and it's helped me to like try to like really tap in. And yeah, and I want somebody that's okay with like dealing with children, that can be trusted around children.
That's
Because
right.
you know, that's something as, yeah, they could like children, but can you be trusted with them? You know,
Yeah.
so
I mean, we had a slightly, I kind of brought that in. I think that was the last, someone was making comments and they were saying, you know, definitely stay away from women with children. And I had to address that because in the dating, what they call sometimes the manosphere, I don't know what you want to call it, but like people like the Kevin Samuels and certain people who believe in his way of thinking would always shun women with children, and specifically
yeah,
say that women that had children were pretty much like a dirty rag that should be tossed somewhere in a corner.
yeah,
And I beg to differ, because all of you have mothers out there. And people such as Kevin Samuels was raised by single women. And they would like to say, you know, a lot of men would say, well, I am pretty successful. Even though I didn't have my father around, I turned out to be pretty successful. Well, who contributed to that success? More than likely, it was your single mother. And a single mother also means that there's single fathers out there too. Even if they're not necessarily present in their children's lives, they are still a single father. It's just the women tend to take on the load of raising that child up when a relationship does not work out, while most of the time the men go out and they can act like they're a single person with
and
no children, but they are in fact a man with children that they just don't necessarily take care of. Now, I'm not talking about all men, but I'm just saying we got to get out of that mindset of putting down women for being the portal of life. You
and
want to
it's and
applaud women for being the portal of life, because that is the closest that you can get to death, is actually giving birth to new life.
and not just that, like what Spirit had started showing me was, because I've been getting like a lot of downloads, and while you were saying, I like what I just saw was like many of them that shun women, like you say, like down women that have children. That's because they mostly be into people that's not really women, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of like make it like kind of like, because it's like it's gonna come a time when men that really want to date women is going to actually be wanting to try to be with women that got children, because they know that they are women. So it's like, you get where I'm going? And it's like, sometimes having an absent parent is a blessing, because you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what type of energy, you know, like it is what it is. Like, you know, but I feel like, you know, if they don't want to, self-riddance. I got children, so you
Yeah,
know, I
it's
got my
something
kids, and
they would have to accept the
they
innocence
will
of a
have to
child.
be willing to accept my children. And if you know, I love my nieces and nephews, I also you know, like I can see in the future that I may have to, like, you know, start doing things with them and stuff. So and I would not turn my back against a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because they're kids. So, and if my calling is for the help with children and stuff, and I have sisters that have a lot of children, and I'm like, they're considered my kids too, you know? So if they don't like kids, then they cannot come around me and also, like I still say, if they cannot be trusted with children, any child, I don't care what, you know, any child, I don't care what type of child, if they cannot be trusted, no. That is no. That
So
is like
that's
my
your
number one thing
deal breaker.
because
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
and
So
somebody
then
that's not serious with spirit, with the Most High.
yes. And I will say for those of you out there who are just not interested in someone with children, I understand that 100% and I respect that. It's nothing wrong with having a preference. But when you say that that women with children are just like damaged goods and they serve no more use for the world and that they're not worthy of love, then that's when I have to say, well, you got a lot of healing to do. And the sad part about it is that you got a lot of people with platforms who are saying this, and they have a lot of unhealed people who are agreeing to this, but those same people would never turn to their mother and say, you're not worthy. You see what I'm saying? Even though their mother raised them as a single woman. And so, or their sister or their cousin, you know, they would never turn to them and say that directly. So it's something
But they
that really needs
most
to be addressed.
and they like I said, they mostly, like a lot of them, especially in the entertainment world, you know, they got a lot of undercover people that pretends to be women, but they're not. You know, so it's like they're gonna try to push that agenda upon, you know, try to make that into like a reality and make men like feel like, oh, well, they shouldn't be with women that have kids, but at the same time, like children are a blessing. You know what I'm saying? They have single fathers that end up being with women. You know, my stepmother, she, you know, my mother, you know, she's not here. So my dad had like what, like 5 kids, and she didn't have kids. But you know what? She still accepted us. You know, she wasn't thing, but she still accepted us. You get what I'm saying? And she accepted him. So, but like I said, like you said, like it's okay to have a preference, but don't never down or make it like a woman is damaged goods because she have children. You know, everybody have a story, and
yes, that's true. Everybody
you
has a
know,
story, 100%.
and
So
children, like
then,
I said, is a blessing. So you know,
okay.
so
So then, in terms of, because right now you're in Texas, are you open to dating outside of that region?
I am open to dating outside of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much right now is like I'm just pretty much wherever spirit want to guide me. I'm just open. You know, it's just it is what it is. Like being free spirit, like just you know, because whoever spirit's guiding me, whoever spirit guide me to be with, then that's who I will be with. You know, and like I said in the last thing, like I saw visions of the person that I'm supposed to be with. Um, so
Okay.
you know.
All right. Well, definitely. So we see Aliza is here. She is open to dating outside of Texas. Definitely her deal breakers is if you don't like children or if you're not safe to be around children, that's a deal breaker. If you're too much in your ego, that is a deal breaker. She's been on her journey for a number of years now. And so she doesn't want anybody who's, you know, fell into taking the jab either. But she's also, she does spiritual work too. I know you do spiritual work, right, Aliza?
Yeah.
So she's very spiritual. She's on her journey. She's serving her purpose. And
And
she
also
is a Cancer.
somebody that's very loyal.
Okay, a loyal person. So she's a Cancer also. And age range. I don't think we went over that. What's your age range?
Um, Somebody in their 30s to maybe 40s, I would say.
Okay.
Nobody in I wouldn't do 50s because my dad's in his 50s. You know, that's like, you
Okay.
know, it's a preference. It's nothing against people that's, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just, you know.
Okay. So 30s to
And also,
40s then.
thank you, Shavi. I just wanted to join again. I just love you. Thank
No
you.
problem. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it because you came on. It was real late at night that time. So yeah, this is more, you know, set up, more structured, and you know, had time to get yourself together and know what you want to talk about coming on here. So that's Aliza, y'all. So reach out to
Yeah,
her.
plus
There's
I
her
was
email
excited
up
just
here.
to join the live with you. So thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. I'm glad you can come on again. So that's Aliza, y'all. If you're interested, go ahead and shoot her an email. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much what we got going on today. I will be coming back on Saturday. And thank you to my moderators. I appreciate y'all out there. Amani, you always come on and, really do a great job in making sure that everything is in alignment and people know what's going on. So I appreciate you. So we will resume again on Saturday night, y'all. And hopefully y'all will be ready out there. You can still send the emails in advance. That way, maybe send an email the night before, the day before. That way I can have y'all in queue and you don't have to go through a lot, trying to figure out email addresses and stuff like that. So I'm glad that y'all was able to join today, and I'm sending y'all lots of love and high vibe energy. Let's bring these unions together, y'all. All right. I'll talk to y'all next time, Saturday.